Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? We back for another episode, another one, DJ Khaled, another one. We back with a new episode of Talks with the Crew. I'm your boy Cam, of course. As you see on the screen, man, you can follow me on X at Mr. J Cameron. Follow me on X again at Mr. J Cameron. Of course, I got to bring in my co-host. You know who we going to first. We got my guy, Coach Matt. Talk to him one time, Matt.
What's going on, people? Glad to be back. We took a little week off, but we back with another one. Should be a good one for you. You can follow me at X and all the other socials. Coach Matt 49. Get at me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, we gotta have the young, lively one in the building. Sometimes his opinions off the wall, but he always, it's all a lot of fun. He always gonna say what he mean and mean what he say. Of course, we got to come to him.
What's
Mr.
up, man?
Cameron
Your
Bell.
boy Bill, man. We back again with another show. I know we missed last week, but we hitting the hay this week. We back at it. Follow your boy on X at _ Cameron22. Hey, let's get this kicked off.
Yes, sir. Let's get it kicked off, man. Fellas, you know where we going. Let's step into the locker room, man. Let's step into the locker room real quick.
Sir.
Step into the locker room real quick, man. We back on the SEC tour. I know the last episode we did was boxing. The fight went down. It was a very live fight, very great fight. We didn't get a chance to do a post fight, but it was nice, man. But we back on this football, man. Fellas, we almost here. It's almost July. It's getting closer. The grass starting to smell a little better. Everybody workouts is getting a little more intense. Everything is picking up. Everybody coming with the come on, man. So we back with another team. Of course, this week we are here with the South Carolina Gamecocks, man. As you can see, South Carolina finished the season at a underwhelming 5-7 overall, 3-5 in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Not the year that they were hoping. They had some nice little hype. They had a nice little hype. They thought they were going to contend for the SEC East last year off of what they did the year before. I know Spencer Rattler came in, made a lot of noise in this. I believe was that his first year in the SEC? Last year, right? In 22?
Oh, yeah.
22 was his first season?
I want to say he had 2 years though.
He played 22 and 23.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
22, he had a good season. That's when they upset Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee was like number 3 or something like that. And them boys put 60 on.
They put their work on him, man.
He balled, and then they fought hard against Notre Dame, and they had some opt outs. So everybody going into 2023 season, South Carolina was up there pretty high, man. I know they had some key injuries to one of their biggest players, Juice Wells, who now is at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple of injuries to the O line and all that stuff, man. So just what was y'all's take on last year's South Carolina team, man?
Man, like you said, underwhelming for sure. They had a lot of hype. I think after that Tennessee win, that really kind of put them on the map as far as being a successful SEC team in the East. But when you look at it, man, they had a lot of injuries, especially up front, which really hurt them. They allowed, I think it was like 41 sacks last year. Which is, I mean, a ton of sacks. Yeah. And not only that, but a bunch of tackles for loss too, a bunch of TFL. So they couldn't really get anything moving. It's like they could never get any kind of positive gains, and they, up front on the offensive side of the ball, that really hurt them. Never able to get anything going. Spencer Rattler, he was a dude. Not gonna take anything away from him. He could ball out at different points, but I think the injuries that they had didn't have a lot of depth, and so that really hurt him.
For sure, man. Bill, what are your thoughts going into this season? I'm not even gonna say the last season, man. What are your thoughts with them? I know it's a complete overhaul, basically, of that roster, man. Spencer Rattler gone, top receiver gone. I want to say top 2 receivers gone. Brought in Robbie Ashford from Auburn at quarterback, but he's not even starting. I know they brought in Rocket Sanders from Arkansas, but he got knee issues. So what's your thoughts of 2024, this 2024 team?
Man, I would say, man, as far as quarterback, starting there, we really don't know. Like, you bring in Robbie Ashford, the guy can't really throw. He more of a athlete, can run. And then you got the guy with the goggles. Like, it's going to be hard. I mean, Spencer actually could throw. I feel like in some cases people, drove the needle too much. He was kind of overrated, but the dude actually could throw. I feel like the pieces around him that he had, he did the best with what he could do.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I really don't know. I feel like Beamer is gonna be make it or break it. To be honest with you, because yeah, it's
Yeah,
looking like
it's
he's
that
gonna be
year.
gone. Yeah, because they ain't got the tools. They lost, like you said, the two productive receivers. One to us, and then you got the other one. He was first round draft pick. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's looking pretty. It's pretty scary.
yeah, for sure, man. You mentioned you alluded right to us. You brought us right to where I wanted to go, man. Coach Shane Beamer is in his fourth year over there at the University of South Carolina. 20-18 overall record at South Carolina and overall head coaching record. This is his first head coaching job. Before I even get started on him, fellas, I'm gonna toss this up to y'all. Get y'all's opinion on it. Do you feel as if he is on the hot seat this year?
Yes, most definitely. It's we all know football has changed over the years, and recently, especially college football, is the name of the game is wins, point blank period, and especially in the SEC. We talking about a conference that's known for having the best talent, that's known for being the best conference in college football. So if you can't cut it, if your best is 50-50, or 500, whatever, however you want to state it, that ain't gonna be good enough. I mean, you got some schools in the SEC that are not known for having great football programs, but South Carolina is one of those schools that historically they have had good football teams, good winning football teams. So, you know, um, but right now Beamer he ain't cutting it, man. He ain't getting the job done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. Same question to you, Bill. Do you think that flame is flickering under that seat?
It's definitely. I would say definitely it's flickering. Like he said, with the landscape of college football now, everybody trying to win now with the NIL portal. I feel like Beamer has did good in recruiting, but man, your recruiting got to turn into wins at some point. I mean, you get a couple pieces here and there, the trajectory is up, but man, you got to win. You got to have something to show for it. Now, we'll take this type of perspective, and I guess opposing to what Matt said, I've never really, I mean, other than the few games they won historically, I remember when they had Spirit, they beat Alabama coming in there, and I've never seen South Carolina just be national championship talk team. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I guess I may be a little young, but hey, I just never really seen them on that type of playing field.
Hey, but they're more of a they've won more games. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
They're not a team that's
I got
they're
you.
not a Vandy.
No, for sure.
Matt had me shaking. He had me shaking my head with that comment too. They play winning football. I'm gonna be honest with you. 7-5.
Yeah, that was good enough for them.
Yeah, Outback Bowl.
Let me rephrase what I'm saying. They're not a Vandy. So
okay.
That's more so what I was.
Stick there.
Yeah.
I will say. I believe the seat is getting warm. I ain't gonna say it's hot. I do believe the seat is getting warm. The only reason I say that is because, for whatever reason, man, South Carolina is kind of like a Tennessee when it comes to ticket sales. They could be average, they could be terrible, but for whatever reason, they sell out home games. They play that sandstorm during the game. The stadium be live. I ain't gonna lie, that they light show, everybody waving the towels with the sand, like it get a little live. But
pack out.
I think that it's flickering a little bit, only because now NIL has become a big thing. Yeah, so he asked for more NIL money, and they gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all just both alluded to, the landscape of college football, the way this NIL money is the way the people shelling it out. They want to return on their investment,
and quickly.
And because if you want another piece of that pie, I need to know that it's going, for good cause, not just to pick up. Oh, you say we need this the X factor. We need this person, that person to win. You get both of them plus one, and you worse than you were the year before. That ain't gonna fly.
No,
that don't fly with college football no more, man. So, that leads me to key returner, man. It's tough. Like we mentioned earlier, they had a overhaul. He the key returner, and this guy got hurt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't even finish the year. 43 tackles, led the team with 9.5 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks. That ain't good.
And that's saying something. You know how much that's saying? You saying he got hurt
This man got
and
hurt
he a key returner.
and led the team. Led the team.
Led the team.
He led the D tackles in tackles. He led the whole unit of defensive line with tackles with 43. And he led the entire team in tackles for loss with 9.5 and 4.5 sacks. That ain't good.
No,
And
not
this
at all.
man didn't even play the whole year. Now they did have the portal, like we said earlier, they hit the portal. They invested heavy into the portal. They brought some guys, to kind of fill in the roster and try to help out. We shall see, man. Y'all got anything to hit on the key returner, man? It's tough out here.
I ain't gonna lie. I know.
It's tough out here,
I
man.
know.
It's tough out here, man. Hey,
Listen, when I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know who Cam finna pick for this key returner because
man, look, hey, I had to do my research too, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Man,
I was up to the 11th hour, Matt. Before we got on here for the little pre-show, I was typing it in then.
Yeah,
but man. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and slide into this, fellas. Let's go ahead and let's make this quick and snappy, man, so we can get to our guests. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina 2024 schedule. Up first, we open the season. Excuse me, Dayton. I know I'm a Gamecock, just the other one. The only other Gamecock in NCAA, Jacksonville State. Yep. Shout out to them. Old Dominion Monarchs. I think that's unanimous across the board, huh?
That's win.
Okay. I think that's unanimous across the board.
Beamer don't play now.
Beamer ball.
Don't be no surprise on opening weekend.
Hey, facts. Because he might not make it a week 2 if it's a surprise.
Exactly.
Week 2, they go to the Kentucky Wildcats. What's y'all thoughts?
On the road, I say loss. I feel like Stoops have a more established program. Like I say, I don't know the quarterback situation with South Carolina. They don't have a Spencer. They don't have Leggett at the receiver. I say on the road, and it's gonna depend too. I know Kentucky, they play more better football at night. The last few years I've seen them play, they play better at night. So if it's a night game, I definitely got Kentucky, and I say by 14.
So before you go, Matt, I know we all talking about Goggles. So I actually went back and watched Goggles. I forget his name. He can spin a little bit. He can spin it. Nah, he don't have no experience though. That's the thing. So I don't know how long it's gonna take him to mold into that role. But I also don't know how short that leash is because they got Robbie Ashford, who got SEC experience on his heels. Right. And then if that pressure is mounting on Beamer, you know what I'm saying, that leash might be shorter. And then it's another reason why the leash can be shorter. I ain't gonna go there, but y'all know where I'm going.
But I want ask you too though, like, do you know any receivers that they can, like, I don't even know if they got any receivers he can throw it to. Like,
I'm gonna watch warm-ups and find out. But go ahead, man. Who you got against Kentucky?
Oh man, that early in the season, second game, away SEC game at that. Man, I got Kentucky. I'm gonna say by 17.
Okay. Last year was a close game at home towards the end of the year with South Carolina, Kentucky. Kentucky started off hot, which they usually do. Kentucky will start off hot every year.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Kentucky on this one, man. I'm gonna say 28-12. I think South Carolina gets 4 field goals out of the deal. I'm saying 28-12, man.
Yeah.
Next up, LSU at home.
Sky
Yeah.
Hey, look, I say y'all by 21 or 28. I see like a 35-3, 35-7 type game. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And Bill, I'm agree with you on this. And here's why. I saw something earlier today where they had the nerve to, these analysts, they had the nerve to put this game as a 50-50 game for South Carolina. I was like, are you serious?
These fools get paid way too much to say the stupid stuff they be saying, man.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out who gonna put up 50-50 chance. I'm trying.
Right.
Oh,
Against LSU. No, man. It's gonna be ugly. So Bill, I'm with you. I can
yeah.
see. Yeah. It's gonna be ugly.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all ever seen a dead body?
right, right,
Yeah.
right,
Y'all ever
right,
see a dead body?
right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
LSU by homicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after they take their lumps and bumps and bruises and beat down and black eyes, they bounce back with Akron Zips at home. Your boy
Hey,
Coach Joe Moorhead is coming to town to
Oh.
South Carolina. Akron Zips. What we got?
I got South Carolina, man. They gonna protect the SEC. They can't. They ain't gonna lose more head, man. I hope not. I got them by 7-14 or something. I don't know. I hope they protect the SEC brand, man. Can't don't lose no Akron, man. Come on.
Well, you
Listen, man.
stupid.
Listen, Akron back in the day, you played the NCAA
Yes.
on the game. Akron was the team where you made your creative player and tried to take the sorry conference, sorry program, and get them all the way to the championship. So,
Go win the MAC. Go win
yeah.
the MAC, huh?
Man.
But it ain't gonna happen. So South Carolina, they go get a dub right here. Pretty easy, man. I'm saying by 20.
Yeah, dub piece. Next game. They have a bye. And after the bye week, the old Miss Rebels come to town.
Mm.
And I guarantee you, they wearing them new uniforms just because Juice Well coming back.
Yeah.
They wearing the new icy white powders.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
That's a loss to for South Carolina. My boys, we ain't playing. That may be the game. Beamer after the game, they go to the locker room and had that pink slip in there.
You think they changed the locks?
Yeah, your boy Adam Jamal walk up to the Jets practice facility, pulling on the dog.
Yeah.
They gonna be part 2 for Beamer.
Hit the code. Oh, my code don't work.
Yeah, I got us about 14. I got us about 21, man. I feel like they gonna try to mix Juice Wells in there, and I guess that'd be his breakout game. I feel like Ole Miss Lane Kiffin, he love to do that.
You know, it's oh man, easy win. Ole Miss by 17 at least. I think they're gonna hype it up because he's coming back playing his old team. So they're gonna try to hype that little story mode up or whatever, or that little storyline up. But no, it ain't no contest.
Listen, man, 21 skunk pass the sticks.
That's it.
So we can move on to next week, and it's gonna be unanimous across the board. After Ole Miss, then they got to go into Brian Denny
Lord have mercy.
and go, yeah, buddy. So they go rolling to Brian Denny, the Alabama Crimson Tide after that.
Mm.
So I'm gonna get mine out the way. Dub for Bama.
Yeah.
I think Bama have 400 yards rushing this game.
Yeah. For whatever.
I take that back. I think Melrose gonna throw for 400 and run for 100. So
I was gonna say he might run for 2 on top of that.
He may boost his Heisman with that game.
Facts.
Yeah. That's a stat padding game.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think we all unanimous across the board with that. We ain't got to explain on that one.
Nah.
Then after that, they go into Norman, Oklahoma. They got the Oklahoma Sooners on the road.
It don't get easier.
That's a loss, man. On the road, Oklahoma. I'm gonna say that's a loss. I'm gonna say this is the reason I'm gonna say it's a loss. I would say that's a loss for multiple reasons. I feel like at this point, Oklahoma is still trying to prove themselves to by this time in the season. We're part of the SEC. You know what I'm saying? They trying to live up to their hype. I feel like that's kind of a breakout game for them too. It's like we here to stay. We ain't just here to show up for number purposes, revenue, none of that. We actually a real football team. I got Oklahoma by 14 in that game. Who that quarterback is? Arnold dude? Yeah, he may throw for 350.
Yeah, he gonna put on the show.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, no contest. It's this point, man. South Carolina's just gonna be beaten down. Hey, they might have some more injuries at this point. Nah.
Yeah, I got this as the L for South Carolina, man. I got them going into the next bye week 2-5.
Yeah.
With some restructuring going on, I think defense coordinator gets fired. Shane gonna have to Beamer's gonna have to make a move to save his job. Somebody got to go. So I can see the defense coordinator and the DB coach getting fired.
Yeah.
After Oklahoma, they have a they got a bye week, and it don't get no easier at the bye week. They have Texas A&M at home.
Mm.
I got them. I got them 2-6 after that game. I think Texas A&M they're hitting their stride. This is going into November, into October, going into November. Texas A&M has hit their stride.
I think Echo out coach him for the game.
Yes.
Echo got them rolling.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Unanimous across that one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, they go to Nashville and play in the toilet bowl against Vanderbilt Commodores.
They'll win that game.
I got last second field goal, 24-20-21.
Who you got?
South Carolina kicking the last second field goal.
Okay. I was say, oh my God. I was say Beamer definitely gone.
I'm going with the upset. I'm taking Vandy. Vandy by 3.
Hey, you know what they're gonna tell Beamer? Don't even come back to the locker room. Get your stuff. Get out.
You
gotta keep it
Vandy by 3. Vandy by
keep
3.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus. So I got them 3-6. So I think Matt got them
2-7.
2-7. Lord Jesus.
I got them 3-6. It's so bad you can't even.
You got them 3. You got them 3.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to keep it interesting right here.
Following Vandy, they go back home, Missouri Tigers.
Missouri gonna beat them, man. I'm gonna say this, Elijah. That dude, he got some over there, man. I like him. His theatrics I don't really like, but he a good coach. I feel like he can get the players. They're gonna be rolling by that point. Luther Burden might have a 250 type game.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly, man. I think it's unanimous across the board, man.
Yes, indeed.
After that, they got their last win of the season. They're playing down to the FCS level. At least I hope it's a win. Playing Wofford Terriers. Now Wofford is it's a military school, very disciplined type school. They run that triple option. So everybody got to stay home. Everybody got to stay engaged. Can't overlook them. But I think South Carolina pull out the dub, man.
4-8 season. Beamer out the door.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I don't think Wofford can get it done, but it's still I think it's gonna be crazy because with that triple option, man, it's tricky. It's tough. Like you said, if you're not a disciplined team, it's gonna be tough to do that. So I mean, it's gonna be tough to defend that, and so they'll be able to keep it close. I think closer than people expect, but South Carolina gets the dub.
Yes, sir. In the season at Clemson.
Oh man, they still got one more game.
Yeah.
Yeah. They in the season at Clemson. What we got? I got an A.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah. I got an A. That's usually a tricky one, but this year, nah.
It's over.
Yeah, I got you, man. So we got them sitting at 4-8.
Yeah,
Matt got them at 3-7.
Yeah,
3.
It's over.
Nah, it'd be 3-9, 4-8.
Ooh,
I got them
Jesus.
3-9.
Ooh, yes, it's a bad year all the way around, man.
Oh yeah.
But now, man, got a young man joining us tonight. I was corrected earlier from Floresville, not San Antonio, from Floresville, Texas, which is outside of San Antonio. A young man going into his sophomore season there will be the quarterback. Both of you saw his video on Twitter, which I've been telling y'all for a while. He has got a lively arm. The upside is tremendous. He's hungry for knowledge. That's the thing I love about him. Ask questions, yes sir, no sir, and when you correct him, he looks in your face the whole time. He owns up to his mistakes. He corrects them. He goes out and ball. Got my guy. I call him Paleface Drizzy. Got my guy Drake. How you doing, man?
Thank you for having me. I'm good.
Yes, sir.
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. How was today? Workouts? How'd it go?
It was good, coach. It was good. We had bleachers and lifting, so we're getting after it. It's been good.
That's good, man. I know y'all got a new staff and all that, man. So how's that gelling process going?
Man, Coach Martinez, he's been great. Like I can't be can't say enough about him. He's been so great through this process, and he's really been the glue. And he's brought in a bunch of guys who really like that are hungry. Like they wanna be great and they want to prove themselves. And I love that. And that's really great for us because we're want to do the same thing. So it's really great for all of us as a program.
I got you, man. Man, so on the screen, man, at the top, that's Cameron Bell. He actually played for me back in Mississippi.
Nice to
Uh,
meet you, bro.
Yes, sir.
and
Good to meet you.
then we got Coach Matt. He and I played together in high school, and then we also ended up coaching together in Mississippi, man.
Yeah, man. Glad to
So
have you
just
on.
Awesome.
yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Thank
So,
you.
so just trying to have you on, man. Just pick your brain a little bit, man. You know me, I start with the tough questions.
Hmm.
So why does Drake want to be a quarterback? What pushes Drake to be great at the quarterback position?
Man, all the doubters, all the people that say I'm too small, all the ones that make comments on my size. That's what really drives me. And then just wanting to be great, like my family has put so much effort and time into me and money, and I got to give it all back. I got to get a good education and play football while doing it.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Um,
So,
That's a
I
10th
know.
grader saying it. 10th
Yeah,
grader.
yes, sir.
You heard with the education.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yes, sir. I know you put in a lot of time with Yale.
yes, sir.
Like
That's
you
my
said,
guy.
your QB trainer. It shows on the field.
Mm.
Um, but the thing that stood out to me, like I said a while ago, is your IQ. It's not too many times, which Bale can attest for this. I'm a big details, and what you know too, Jerry. I'm a big details guy, and as I'm talking to you, you can visualize everything I'm saying.
Mm.
And for you to
Yes,
be at
sir.
that age and for you to see it, that's huge. And that also carries over into your play, and I'm sure it's carried over into the camp. So
Mm.
describe camp season for us. Like, how has that grind been? How has that competition been? And you trying to stand out and go fight and scrap for everything you earn.
Yes, sir. So I've been to UIW, Houston, and Rice so far. And they've all been really good experiences, especially in Houston. There was a great competition. That was awesome. There's a lot of really good 2027 quarterbacks that I got to compete against and throw with. So that was really cool. And all the coaches have been great. I've talked to uh, all the Rice coach. Like, talked to the OC at Rice, Coach Tuiasosopo, Sean Bell at Houston, and then Coach McQueen at UIW. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback from them.
I got you. And for those of y'all that don't know, UIW is University of Incarnate Word. It's the FCS school here in San Antonio. It's a program on the rise, man. I think they went to the semifinals 2 years ago. Lost
Cam,
to
So,
North Dakota
Cam,
State.
what is his name? Oh, but
Who?
in Miami played quarterback for them, I think.
Yeah, Cam Ward. Yep,
Yeah.
Cam Ward.
Yep.
He started
Yeah.
at Incarnate Word before he went to Michigan State, and now he's at Miami, man. But Matt, you got any questions for him?
Yeah, man. Again, going back to what Cam was saying earlier, just watching your mechanics, just from your feet to your hips, the way you kind of your release and zipping the ball out there. So just kind of talk us through what you've been doing, like outside of practice, that's helped you get there. Because we all know, we've been around it enough to know that doing just the stuff at practice, that's not going to get you to greatness. You can tell that you've been doing stuff outside of it.
Mm.
So what all have you been doing?
I mean, Coach Benoit, my quarterback trainer, he's incredible. In my opinion, he's the best in the country that at what he does, and he's been so great throughout my process. I've been with him for I think it'll be 5 years in September, and he's been so incredible. Right now, we've been working on just staying twitchy and just keeping everything tight. Like
Yeah.
especially my motion, like at the beginning of the fall, my motion was real long, and I've been trying to focus on shortening it up and just getting everything through. And then same thing with my feet, like my hips, just firing them through. Because I mean, I Coach Cam knows me. I'm not the biggest guy, so I got to do everything right.
Right.
Wow.
You can tell, man. You can tell you've been putting in the work outside of practice. So keep that up for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Bill, you got something?
I would say, man, who do you try to model yourself out there? Because you give me Matt Corral vibes, man. When I seen the
I knew
clip,
he was going
I
over
like
it.
that.
I knew it.
I hate to. I know I haven't seen you run. But you give me that dog, you give me that like just seeing you throw, man.
Listen,
It looks
Drake.
so similar, man. It do.
Before you answer, this dude is the ultimate Ole Miss fan, so he gonna compare you to anybody Ole Miss. All right. So
but
Yes,
no,
sir.
for real. Like I was looking at the clip and I was like, man, this dude, it seemed like the ball just leaks out your hand like a 10th grader. I'm gonna say this in Mississippi, I haven't seen a quarterback like that. I just haven't. So my question is to you: what goes into your like technique and working out? Like, what do you where do you start?
Well, I think most important for me is my arm care because that's like most of what I do. And so you usually see me. I have med balls and stuff like that, weighted balls, and just really focusing on getting my shoulder right. And but then lower body's a huge part of it too. Is making sure my hips are loose, back is loose, everything's getting right.
Man,
So,
so off of training a little bit. I was telling Matt off camera that you were actually young enough to play 15U with my squad,
yes, sir.
but because of the situation you stepping in, which that's one thing I really respect about you and your dad. The conversation we had after the first tryout, you were like, "Nah, coach, I want to go with the big boys,"
Mm,
and my eyes kind of popped, and I'm like, "Okay, we might have something here," because I saw you throw.
mm,
I mean, you know me, man. When I sit back and watch and just kind of observe
mm.
and pay attention, and then I just kind of give my details and lock in that way and give true feedback. But you played up 18U all season and were
Yes,
the
sir.
best quarterback in the organization. And half of the time, to be honest, you were top 5 in every tournament.
Thank you.
Um,
I appreciate that.
so how did playing 7-on-7 with 18U this year, even though you were a ninth grader and could have played down, how did that help you prepare and get ready for this upcoming varsity season?
Yes, sir. Well, first off, it starts with you guys. Coach, you and Coach Miller have been so monumental to my growth, and y'all have been such a big part of that. And then also with the guys that I played with, all the receivers and DBs. I mean, you see Mikhail, Mikey, they're blowing up right now, and that's been
Yeah.
great. Like going against them every day in practice, that was so incredible. And then just the talent that we played. I mean, we went to Houston twice, we went to Dallas, we were in Cali. Like we played a bunch of really, really good athletes and a bunch of guys that have offers and will get offers. And that was huge, especially for me being as a young guy playing against guys that size and guys that athletic was really huge for me.
Like I wish Matt and Bale. I know
man,
y'all saw the little video, but I really wish y'all could have seen some gameplay from 7-on-7. Like I think Drake and I were talking one time, and I was just like, "You see it, man. Just pull the trigger. Like trust your eyes.
Mhm.
Like it's everything is faster because you stepped up. Just trust your eyes. You have the arm talent." And this dude made some throws when we were in Cali, man. And I'm just like when he say playing against some guys like 4-star, 5 stars. Like they played against one team. The whole team was upcoming seniors, and they all had offers. The whole
Mm.
team, and
wow,
he torched them. And I'm just like, okay, we got something. Like, we got something here, man. But 7-on-7 sets you up. I don't mean to dominate the
So,
question, Matt and Bill,
no,
but
go
No,
ahead,
no,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
what so start with first your individual goals for this season, and then just talk about you being a leadership role, what your team goals are.
mm, yes, sir. So my individual goals this season, everybody's doubting us. Everybody has us last in the district. The last 2 years of Florida football hasn't been the best. So, our biggest thing right now is proving everybody wrong because we know we can do it. We know we have the guys to speed. We have the talent. We've been working so hard this off season, and we've been getting after it, and everybody's been chipping in. So I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. So I mean, on my goal, I know some people tell me I'm crazy, but I mean, I think we can win district. That'd be huge, and I think we can win a playoff game, maybe a few. Make a run. I mean, because we're still senior heavy, even though I'm going to be young. We have a lot of seniors, a lot of really talented seniors that we're going to have,
I got you. I
and
got you. Matt.
then
Oh, go ahead. Finish your statement. My bad. Go
and
ahead.
then I was going to say. And yeah, so just for me, like leadership wise, I mean, we don't really have a senior that really has taken on that role yet. And so I've really stepped up and well, not really me, because I've just been the voice but I've had all the guys around me like have really helped me out and like put me into that role. And I appreciate that. And And it's been so good because we all just help out each other and we all drive each other to be great. And that's been so huge for everybody.
And one of not the I don't know if y'all got a question, but just to piggyback off one thing you said, of you kind of being the voice, just always what you have to keep in mind is as the quarterback, especially with you being a young guy, you're gonna have to show up to work every day.
Mm.
Like
So,
because you're young and you haven't done it on the varsity level yet, they trust you, but then it's like you have to regain that trust every day because they're like, okay, he's young, he could tap out on us at any second. You know what I'm saying? As soon as adversity hits, he might show his age and show that he doesn't have it yet, or he's immature, he can't do this, that, and the third. So
yes, sir.
me knowing you, I already know you're gonna grind. You're gonna, you have your family supporting you. You got four quarter pressure and everybody else supporting you, except for when y'all play against each other, of course. But outside of that, you have the support, man. You got the tools. Just keep your head down and just stay grounded. Stay humble, stay
Yes, sir.
grounded, and stay hungry, man.
Sir, well, thank you.
Matt Bell, y'all got something?
Man, he got it. Man, to do it. I would say, man, just intellect. I could just tell, like, the dude is beyond his youth. How old are you? You said you 15?
15, yes, sir.
Man, you told Cocaine right. I ain't trying to play with them. I'm trying to play with the big boys. And man, it's like your mind. Just when you talk about football, it seems like you're way ahead of a 15-year-old thinking at your age. Like you can just tell. Like
Thank you.
and listening to hear you talk, man. I wish Cocaine would have been moved to Texas when I was playing high school football. I probably would have moved out there with him. So maybe would have took it more serious.
So a little story about this guy, right? So we're playing in a national 7-on-7 tournament in the summer in Hoover, Alabama. He's playing DB. I'm coaching DBs. He gets beat on the play. Starts fussing and crying at everybody else, and just kept doing it. Just kept nagging everybody and wouldn't be quiet. Kicked him off the field. Made him go sit in a tent all the way across the complex. Got on the bus, and he finally realized what it takes to play this game. Like you can't be cocky. You can't. You gotta depend on your team. And I also had to show him at the same time, we don't need you. This show is not gonna stop just because you're not out here. Somebody else is gonna plug in your position. That also comes from what I was saying earlier about being humble, staying hungry, and all that good stuff, man. So everybody's hitting on intellect, right? So I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. Do not say the name of the play at your school. Don't say all that. All right. 4th and 10, under 2 minutes, ball on the 30. I gotta get a first down. You're in spread 2x2, whatever you want to call it. Right. So you got 2 outside receivers, 2 slots, and a running back.
Yes, sir.
From left to right, what combination you calling?
Ooh, I like this question. All right. So let me think. Well, we could really run a lot of things. I felt personally, I would on the right outside receiver, I'd run a corner. I mean, no, I run a comeback, and then I'd run like number 2 on the inside on the right would run a corner, and then outside on the left would run a post, and then number 2 would run a drag, and then just find grass and sit, and
Okay,
and I'd roll out.
What's your back doing? What's your back doing? Is he
Oh,
blocking right on the roll, or what is he doing?
yeah, he'll pick up anything coming off the edge on the right. Yes, sir. And I'll roll
Okay.
out, and we'll come back, the corner, and then the drag, and then
Okay.
post if nothing else is there.
Okay.
So
So you don't strike me much as a runner. You gonna tuck it and go?
yeah, I can, yeah. I mean, I feel like I can move. I don't think I'm slow by any means. I know.
I got you. I mean, we just haven't had to see that aspect of your game yet, so
Yes,
I couldn't. So with Floresville, man, who's your rival?
Lavernia. That's the number one.
Oh yeah, I told your dad I'm coming. I'm coming to that one.
Man, that's the game. Yes, sir. 0-2 against them the last 2 years, so we got to get one. And we're playing at their place this year, so that'll be even better.
Yeah, it's down the street from
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I got you.
Coach Cam, y'all be streaming. I'm finna watch this
Yeah,
kid. I'm
Texas.
telling you.
They stream.
I'm
they
watching
stream.
this kid. I can man, Texas football. When we talk about Texas high school football, you can just it's ways different than it is in Mississippi. I'm not saying we don't got talent. I'm not saying we don't have good coaches, but the makeup and when you talk about football, it's on 2 totally different levels.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Drake can attest to you that San Antonio has bigger schools. San Antonio area has bigger schools, but it's only like 40% of them that's worth something.
Yeah, I understand. I'm saying like this. I know demographics everywhere it's kind
But
of
now
same with that.
they take it more
Take it way
serious out
serious.
here.
Yeah,
Exactly. They
Yeah.
take
Because
it
you
way
said
serious.
you said you started training with what Yale 5 years ago.
Yes, sir. When I
when
was
he
like
was
10.
So
10.
you were what,
Uh,
4th grade?
Fifth grade.
You see what I'm
Fifth grade.
saying? Like he
Yeah.
had a quarter, he had a professional quarterback trainer when he was in 5th grade.
And
Yeah.
we down here in Mississippi in PE thinking we Michael Jordan
Right,
and Kobe Bryant, right?
right,
Like it's two totally different things.
Yeah.
right.
Eh, Listen,
So go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, going back to the play that he basically dialed up. When you asked that question, I'm sitting there thinking, all right, what would I have? What would be some of the things that I would want to see? And literally, it's exactly that. Like I like you said, not gonna call the play name, nothing like that, but we've got to play for it. And that's the first thing that popped into my head because of just the different route combinations. You're setting yourself up for success on different levels. You see what I'm saying? And no matter what coverage they're running, you got some kind of coverage beater. So
Yes, sir.
that's it's there. Like you said, the intellect part is there for
You
sure.
got it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So give us a few of your teammates, man, who you expecting to have a big year this year. Just so everybody
Man.
can be on the lookout for the Floresville
Yes, sir. I
team.
got you. So I played with two pressure guys this year that I played with in school. And so I got Nolan Lozano. He's an incoming junior. And then Keith DeLeon Tatum, and he's going to be a senior this year. And man, those dudes are going to have huge years because Keith's been running like 4.40s at all of his camps, like 4.5s. He's so fast, and he just wants it. Like Keith he wants the ball. He wants to go. He wants to be great. He's been working so hard with uh just with his receiving. I mean, with his receiver coach, and he just been getting after it. Like we always like talk trash to each other and make fun of each other. But I mean, it truly is like me and him are like brothers, and so that connection is so strong. I really expect him to have a big year. And then we have Nolan. Nolan's 6'1" receiver on the outside. And man, that dude can freaking go and get up and get the ball. His routes are so clean. He gets out of his break so nice. And I feel like he's gonna have 1,000-yard season for sure. He's gonna have a really big year. And then let's see. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Christian Peralta. Somebody needs to get eyes on that dude, bro. He's a freaking dog
What,
at linebacker, bro.
what's his name again? What's his name again?
Christian Peralta, 2025
Okay.
linebacker.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that dude is a dog. He's super athletic, quick, smart. He gets it. That dude's gonna have a huge year.
I gotta ask you this question before we get off the beat. What's your dream school?
Oh, you beat me. You beat me
And
to it.
obviously, like the P4 would be incredible. That'd be the dream, obviously. But being realistic and staying true to myself. For me, any Ivy League school would be probably my dream school. That sets you up for life. I mean, if you get one of those degrees, I mean, you could literally do anything in
Yeah, you
any
making six
career.
figures by the time
Man,
you 25, man.
told that
Yes,
dude
sir.
intellect as
Speaking
a 15
speaking
year old is
speaking of Ivy League schools, I saw today you got a personal invite to the Princeton camp.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Are we gonna make that one happen, or what we doing?
Yes, sir. We're gonna go in about 2 weeks. We're going up there. I think I have Penn first though. I have
Yeah,
Penn
yeah, yeah,
University
yep,
of
yep,
Pennsylvania. And then we're
yep.
gonna go to Princeton. But yeah, my cousin's up at Princeton. He's from Lavernia. He's the O lineman, and
Okay,
he's great. He's been really cool throughout the process, and he's helped me out a lot. Yes, sir.
okay. So
Yeah, we'll be there though.
what's your take? What's your take so far on the recruiting process? I know you say you've been in contact with a couple coaches. I know it's tough because you're just going to be a sophomore, so there's only so much talking they can do. But what are your thoughts on how it's been, the way they've been talking, like not trying to get too high on the words they're saying and trying to keep even keel and hear everybody out?
Yes, sir. Well, the thing I've heard the most is just varsity film. Like they really can't do anything until we get varsity film, and I feel like I'm gonna have a really good year. I mean, I know everybody says that, but I mean, I've been preparing for since December, and we been working pretty much every day to a really big year, and I have the weapons to do it. So I'm really excited. And then, but yeah, I think it's wild. Just like all the stuff you have to post, like social media, like just, I mean, anything that you can do, like any work that I get or anything, you got to post and tag everybody and get the right people on you. Wow.
Yes, sir, man. Well, that's kind of why, like I was talking to you and your dad, man. Well, I was talking more to your dad earlier.
Mm.
One of the main reasons I want to have you on, man, as a quarterback, it's all about showing your intellect and really selling yourself and who you are. And I think this
Mhm.
interview today and just some of your responses, man,
Yeah.
and I can honestly attest, and a lot of people that's been around you, and Coach Miller can attest that this isn't a facade. Like this is Drake at all times. Like this is the real you. Um, and I'm also happy to say, man, that you are the first high school athlete that's been on the podcast with us.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
that's huge in itself, man. We're trying to do something different. I know we preview SEC teams, as you can see behind my head, but we also want to give the up and coming kids an opportunity to show who they really are. I know Twitter's a big space. Sometimes you get overlooked because there's so many DMs and things, and coaches just got so much going on. And
Mhm.
Yes,
sometimes it's
sir.
always one or two diamond in the roughs. And
Mm.
the sooner you can get the eyes on you, the sooner things will start to happen for you, man. So
Yep,
Yes,
we appreciate you,
mm.
coming on a Tuesday night. I know it's
for
kind of
sure.
late. You probably got workouts in the morning, man.
Yes, sir.
Matt Bell,
Wow. Thank
Matt
you.
Bell, y'all got something else?
Man, I would just say, man, keep your head down, like Cam said, and grind. Stay humble. Stay true to yourself. Man, by the way you talking, man, I don't even know a 15-year-old that say something about an Ivy League school. I think more people saying I want to go play for the Texas, especially quarterback Texas, Alabama's, USC's, Lincoln Right. I'm just saying, you don't even hear a 15-year-old say nothing about education. They just want to play ball. But for you to say that, man, yeah, you definitely got. I can definitely say you got a great background, probably great parents and support system, man. I would just say stay focused.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, kind of going off of that, man. Just when Cam sent us your stuff, I checked you out on Twitter, which I'm gonna give
Mm.
you a follow once we get done with this. But
Yes, sir.
the one thing that stood out to me too is, man, your GPA. And so that where you're at right now with that just proves that you're not only putting the work in as far as on the field, but also in the classroom too. And that's huge. Like we know grades can make or break, some recruiting processes and in different colleges, and especially if you're trying to go to an Ivy League, firsthand you gotta have that GPA. So
Mm.
whatever you're doing, man, both on the field, off the field, in the classroom, keep it up.
Yes, sir.
Good things will definitely come your way, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir, man. But Drake, we appreciate you coming on with us tonight, man. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your intellect, your insight,
For
man.
sure.
We'll be
Mhm.
following you in the future. Best of luck this season. Wishing, praying for a healthy season. Hoping all your goals come true. I do
Yes, sir.
believe you can win district like you want. The sky's the limit, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Appreciate it,
Thank you. I
man.
appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you later, man.
Mm.
Man,
Fellas.
That's
man,
yeah, man.
Cam, hey, I'm telling you, I'm watching him. I'm watching him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Hey, he
definitely.
just
I
he's
believe.
just he just he's one of the few, man. He mentioned a kid earlier. We're gonna try to get him on at a later date. Mikey,
Mhm.
who is actually it was his first year playing football, man. We talking about a 6'3" corner.
Ooh.
He's a basketball kid. Yes, sir. He's got Baylor, on him, SMU on him, UTSA, Texas State, a lot of the Texas schools, but he is starting to really come on the scene because his size and his camp, man, he can actually cover. Like
Mm.
you can put him in the slot at nickel. You can put
Yeah.
him on the outside at corner, boundary corner. He gonna take up from sideline to hash easy. He can run with you. He can play. But the other kid he was talking about, Mikael McCrary, is another 2027 kid.
I've been seeing you writing about him.
He listen, man. When I say he got it, and you know me, both of y'all know me.
Hmm.
I don't say that too often.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But when I say he got it,
It's there.
like he got it. He went to his first offer was Texas Tech.
Mm.
And then he went to Houston and picked up the Houston offer. And Houston got some go getters. Like it's different over there.
Right.
Came out here to UTSA, got the UTSA offer. He about to go to TCU. Don't get that one. It's SMU, same thing. Like
That's crazy,
it's different and hasn't played a varsity snap yet. That just tells you how much
man.
these
Mm.
kids are flashing at a young age,
Yes,
man.
yes.
So
Mm. That's big, man. That's big.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. But maybe, man, we'll go
That's
here, man. We'll go here. We'll end it here. So anything on y'all heart, chest, and mind you want to discuss tonight, man?
Yes, I
What we
got
got?
something for you, man. It is. I saw this earlier today. So in this season, all right, on the exact same day, all right. So we got. I didn't know this lineup was gonna be this crazy. So on one day, one Saturday, you got Ole Miss at LSU.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
got
got Georgia.
Florida at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Got Ohio State at Oregon.
Mm.
Penn State at USC. And you got Texas at Oklahoma. All on the exact same Saturday.
I might grill that day, Matt. My first time grilling. I might grill. I might strike up.
No,
some grill.
no. I thought you were coming to Baton Rouge. Ain't that what you said earlier?
Oh,
Ain't that what you
yeah,
said
we
on
do.
another? Ain't that what you said on another
We
podcast?
do supposed to be going. We do supposed to. Hey, plan it.
No,
Hey,
no, that
hey,
you said that. I'm not spending that money. No sir.
No, I'm
See,
gonna sit
30,000
there
people
now.
been there.
Yeah, I ain't spending that
I'm
money.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I ain't crazy enough to go there. I ain't going if Cam ain't going. Y'all ain't going. I ain't going.
I ain't dog. I can't listen, man. Listen. I love my Tigers, bro, but hey, them tickets gonna be through the
That
roof.
is
They high right
crazy.
now.
Yes.
By the time that game come around, boy, for a decent
they
seat, you
about
looking at
what?
330 for a decent seat.
Man, what?
Easy. The nosebleeds right now about 140.
Yeah, they like 160, 150.
Yeah, at the very top.
That's for yeah, but
Yeah.
no,
But
that's
yeah, so
500 section. No.
I saw that and I said, man, that's the Saturday, man. That is the
Man, what?
Saturday for football lovers.
Yes.
Like that's gonna be crazy.
Yes. That's man.
Man, I tell you, let's I want to go here, man.
Go ahead.
Real quick. We had this discussion earlier, man. Let me go to it. Where that group text it about the rankings of the stadium
Oh yeah.
on the game.
Mm.
NCAA 25 came out with the 25 toughest places to play. I'm gonna read it in order, and we got a few minutes to talk about it. Number 1, we got Kyle Field with Texas A&M. Stop playing with me.
Mm-mm.
Followed by Alabama, LSU, Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State, Wisconsin at 7, Oklahoma, Florida State, Florida, Oregon at 11, Clemson at 12, Tennessee all the way back at 13, Auburn 14, South Carolina, Michigan, who got the biggest stadium in the country, all the way at 16. Virginia Tech is at 17. University of Utah Utes is 18. Texas Longhorns at 19. Iowa Hawkeyes
Yeah, that one threw me
at
for a loop.
20. Notre Dame 21. Michigan State 22. Arkansas 23. Yes, Arkansas.
Mhm.
Woo Pig Sewage is at 23.
And this is tougher place to play.
Listen,
Come on.
Boise State is 24. Let me speak clearly into this.
Since when?
Oh, Miss could have made it before Boise State, and we only got 60,000.
Is it work?
Boise, Idaho,
It's
Bluegrass.
24.
When was the last time Boise was even relevant?
Mississippi
know.
State is 25. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
I would say, man, just hearing them top 3, LSU should have took the cake. I just being
Agreed.
realistically, LSU take the cake. If we gonna stick with the list, ain't no way you putting Texas A&M before Death Valley. I hate as much as I hate to say it. I gotta see it.
Yeah.
First of all, Texas A&M.
This all A&M is 100,000.
That's it. That's it. Or
that's it.
And them
That's
little
it.
whack, the little whack little male cheerleaders.
That's it.
That's it.
Like really?
like,
No.
yeah. The list is, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at something like you said. Auburn should have been top 10 for sure.
Bro,
That
every
Yeah.
SEC school on this list
yeah,
should have been top 15.
team, yeah. Michigan way too low.
You got
I don't know what they
Wisconsin at 7.
I don't even know who. Since Jonathan Taylor, I don't even know the player they got.
Wisconsin.
Mm.
We ain't
How
talking
big
about
they-
the Green Bay. We
how
ain't talking
big-
about the Green Bay Packers. We talking about the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, maybe back in the 90s.
Bro,
Maybe.
they got Oregon in
Yeah,
front of Tennessee,
that's crazy.
Auburn, and South Carolina, and Michigan.
Yeah, that's not.
That's crazy.
That's why I say I think they're going more by a number, bro.
But
I'm
how?
saying
But
even
how?
if that though, like you
Michigan
said, Michigan too low. Yeah,
Michigan,
like,
Michigan and Tennessee top 2,
yeah, for
Right.
real.
and then Kyle Field, and then LSU, then Ohio State, then Bama.
I don't
So
know,
how?
man. I'm trying to figure out who picking these lists.
This the one that killed me, brother. When I got to 17 and I saw Virginia Tech followed by Utah and
Oh,
Texas behind them, stop playing with me, dog.
Right.
man. And
Come
Texas
on,
got
man.
one of the biggest stadiums in the
Stop. Texas be rocking.
Rocket. Yeah, I know it.
Stop playing with me, dog.
And at 12 o'clock, that 11 a.m. kickoff, definitely it's hot.
Boy,
Come
do you
on
know-
now.
bro,
It's different, man. Like, I don't
let me look up the capacity of
Man.
Utah Stadium right quick. Y'all keep talking. Go ahead.
Man, hey, I'm with you, man. Some of that stuff. I'm about to say, the NCAA, they've been giving us good content. They
Right.
come out with these tough places to play. I'm like, hold on now.
Right. I was
Yeah,
excited
they
to see this
are,
list. I was excited to see it now. I'm just like, huh? But I will say this:
Bro,
the one
stop
that
playing with me. Go ahead, Matt.
the one that I am excited to see, and I think they did get right. I will say this is Penn State.
Yes.
Or Penn State, especially
I
Penn
agree.
State at night. You don't think it's okay?
I would say
Penn
this.
State Stadium is hype one game a year. The whiteout. That's it.
That is true. I
One
guess
game a
that's
year.
I guess that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm with
One
you. I
game a
think-
year.
yeah.
I forgot Penn State got over 100,000 too, but it's one
Yeah.
game a year. It's usually like when they play Ohio State or Michigan. It's
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
game a year.
It is. It's because, like you said, it's
It's
when
loud
they
though. I ain't gonna lie.
and who else they really playing?
But 1 out of 7 home games, that ain't
Yeah.
the loudest. But come on, not the loudest
Yeah.
environment supposed to be period. LSU
Yeah.
can be boo boo, and we still gonna.
Be loud.
It's
Yeah,
loud.
When we fired Ed O, we were still 100 strong. That thing tore up, and they
Yeah, I
was
was.
lit through the whole stadium.
Can't lie.
Tennessee beat us 40 whatever to 12,
And it was
and we
damn
was live
packed.
the whole game at
Shoulder to
11 a.m.
shoulder.
At 11 a.m.
Band still play. Everybody rocking with the
But
band.
listen,
Right.
listen to this.
Mhm.
University of Utah Utes Stadium, Rice something Stadium. How you say Eccles, whatever.
Mhm, mhm.
51,000.
Come on, man. Be real.
Ole Miss Stadium bigger than that.
Be real.
They trolling.
Ain't no-
They trolling.
Ain't no way, boy.
51,000. Now
I'm
let
gonna
me
say
look up.
this. Some of
look
them
up
teams should have been
University.
left off, man. Some of them teams, I'm gonna say this. Some of them teams they try to make because I feel like Utah they have a pretty good football team. Cal Whittingham, he a good coach. But come on, bro. We talking about toughest places to play. That is not 50,000.
How much y'all think how much y'all think DK Roy Stadium in Texas hold right now?
I'm gonna say 115.
I was finna
Well,
say
no, that's
112.
that's the biggest one in the country. They 100,000.
Oh, they right at 100. Okay. Right to what Texas A&M. Why Texas A&M so far? And it's Texas. We're talking about Texas. Exactly.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
These folks done lost their mind, man.
That's definitely not the toughest place to play, neither.
Not at all, man. Not at
Yeah,
all. But we
listen. Before we get off this, shout out Doc Brown, who we had on a few weeks back, everything like
Sorry,
that.
my boy.
He had to let us know it's not clanker, it's clanger with them cowbell. So
What
just
does it say?
for those of y'all that didn't know, it's clanger. That's the official noise, okay?
the official noise is lose and lost. Because that's what happened all the time. So I ain't worried about no. Hey, them Cowboys get real quiet. They get
They do.
the official sound in the second half be hush, hush, because it's real quiet in there and it get empty. So I don't want to hear nothing about no clanger.
But I ain't gonna lie,
Clanger.
I don't even think it would be that loud if they didn't have a cowbell for real.
It wouldn't be
Like,
at
It
all.
wouldn't. It wouldn't.
like,
They don't make no noise other than that.
and they really be cheating because they play that little rule thing before the game. When they supposed to ring them, don't folks be ringing them things from sun up to sundown. When the game
Nah,
kick
they
off,
don't.
they ring them things, calling plays in. They don't stop ringing. They
Well,
be
I
ringing.
mean, that's every school now. Though. I mean, think about Ole Miss, bro. You can't say they don't.
Yeah,
Ole Miss play music in between plays right before the
they
snap.
They
do.
got the
They
DJ
do.
out there.
That's what I'm
They
saying. Like on
sure
third,
do.
third down, everything. But every school does that. What you gonna do? You gonna flag somebody every play? They ain't
No,
gonna stop. You can't
nah.
stop the crowd. First of all, half these folks got liquid courage in them. You can't
That's it.
stop.
Well, you can. When you put 30 on them,
Yeah, that's all the other.
it gets real quiet. Now, only clanker you gonna hear is them walking to the car.
Yeah, hush. You gonna hear them clanking as they walking to the parking lot, huh?
That's it.
Carrying it, yeah, carrying it.
Man, that's wild, man. I had to say something about that, dog. The stadium, man.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
crazy.
man, it was a good episode tonight, man.
For
Good
sure,
episode
for
tonight, man. We appreciate once again young I call him pale face Drizzy, young Drake for coming on, man. Everybody be on the lookout. Oh, before I forget, oh Lord,
Yes.
before I forget, I cannot forget.
Yeah.
You want to take it this time, Matt?
Yeah. So Plantersville Middle School basketball coach Jerry Marion, Coach Marion. You can see the phone number and the email, jerry.marion@leecountyschools.us. So holler at him. Again, we had him on. He's doing some great things in that community, trying to do some fundraising. This pays for meals, can pay for equipment, shoes, whatever these kids need. And they're in a place where these kids are at need, so whatever you can do to help out, whether it's a meal, whether it's a donation, whatever it might be, to show support for them, contact Coach Marion, get in touch with him, and he'll be able to let you know more of what you can do to help these kids out.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say, man, that's for a great cause too, man. I'm telling y'all, I went to Plantersville. They had the best uniform, same uniforms they had 30, 40, 50 plus years. Like I'm telling y'all, this is for a great cause. Please, man, please help any way you can. Whether it's big or small, they need, like Max said, they need. I just want to solicit business, but they're needing help to provide for these kids. So I would definitely say, man, this is a great cause.
Yes, sir. Take us out, Bill, while you still talking. You on the screen.
Oh man, hey, another episode coming this week. But hey, you heard what I said, and we out.
Yes, sir.